Welcome to Soul Talk with Sandee and Casey. And as information is going out into the Instagram ethers, I am going to let Casey know that I have started the live. And let's see. I will let her know at both her pages because we're going to be doing some jewelry as well on her page. It's just, it's not finding it easily and effortlessly for me. So, hi, Peter. How are you? I hope all is going well. And I've notified her, So, sometimes you got to really focus. Here she is, Danny's line. And we're going to, have a little chit-chat conversation. We're trying to get back into the swing of things, All of us have taken some type of hiatus to work on ourselves, our situations, our circumstances. And we're just, waiting for Instagram to give her the permission to request. And then I'm going to bring her in. And then we're just going to have a conversation, right? I'm doing things in the background at my desk. I am loading the 6th episode of my Soul Awakening podcast series, embodying the universal laws, onto my Spotify. So I'm down to one more for of the first season, and then I'll download the episode for the next season. So hold on just a second. I'm accepting. And I'm getting out that energy.
Hi.
Hi. Can you see the comments as you come in?
I can see Peter saying, hey.
Okay, good. Good. So are you starting to do jewelry again, or is this just a continuation?
It's just a continuation. I thought it'd be a good time to make some jewelry. I've been a little like I haven't made anything and I didn't do markets because I didn't have the car. So normally, like last year, all summer, I did markets, but I didn't have a
Uh-huh.
car. So I couldn't go to any of the markets I was scheduled to go in. Sorry.
Or what are you sorry about? She just paused. She'll fix it. So how is everyone doing? Put a pink heart and a thumbs up if your day is going well. And so let's see what is.
Okay. Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that. I got a message I had to respond to.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. All righty. We just we took the pause. So I asked everybody if they're doing okay, if they're doing okay so far, to put a heart, a pink heart or a thumbs up. Peter says he's brilliant today.
Nice. I love to hear that.
You know,
I'm feeling pretty brilliant too.
yeah, me too. I didn't warm up my coffee. What I did was I made my coffee and then I got hyper focused on doing
Do it.
the cleanup, so that because what I do is I try my best to take out um, the ums and the fillers that don't need to be there, so that when you're listening to it on Spotify, it's a little cleaner
Okay.
version. Yeah,
Nice. That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I just grabbed my coffee out of the microwave. I had to heat it up.
Yeah.
And mine got cold too. Huh? I got it. Thank you though. It's coffee. What'd you say? Oh yeah, I'm done with that. Thank you. Bye.
Welcome
I
in,
can.
Starry Godmother. I hope all is well with you this beautiful Sunday. This now moment that we call Sunday. I've got a makeshift thing for my phone so that I could see the comments up close. You know, I took my old cassette, not old cassette player, not cassette, but DVD player for my
Yeah,
music,
yeah,
and the little handle is just like it's kind of rounded. So I leaned the phone up against it, and then I put a message pad like
yeah, to
this.
top it. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, so that my computer can still do what it needs to do. Oh, Peter says he has iced coffee.
10 out of 10. Okay, shut the door though, please. Because shut it. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. I can still hear you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so I'm just kind of like going, okay, I'm gonna do this, see how this works. I'm trying to catch myself up so that when I do a live book reading on my YouTube, I can, it will already be on my YouTube feed, and then I can download it or upload it, whatever it's called, to
Yeah.
my Spotify immediately, so I won't be
Okay.
behind, you know?
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I have a market. I applied to do a market here in town, so I can just walk there on the 20th. So that's also why I want to make some bracelets because I'm getting pretty low on stock.
Mm-hmm.
But I just decided I want to make myself one first.
Okay. You want to make yourself one? Okay.
First, yeah.
Yeah. So, have you been mailing any outside of Canada? How
So
is
far,
that?
it's been a while, but I mailed one out. I think maybe the last time I mailed something to the States was May, I think.
May,
And they got it and it was fine, yeah.
and it was fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was only $2 to mail it or $3, I think. $2 in
Um,
Canada, $3 in US.
okay. Nice, nice.
Yeah.
That's good. Peter says he's been creating some more poetry. Wonderful. You know, just wonderful. So we've all got to, like we're all, we all have these pauses in life,
Yes.
right? And then we kind of pick up, and what I'm realizing is that what I'm telling other people about them allowing themselves grace, I have to be embodying that as well for me. And
Yeah.
that it may be a slow go getting back in the format of what I used to do, or a new format of what is I'm presenting now, and I just need to give myself grace. How do you feel with your comeback?
Licorice.
Oh, cool. What is it?
Licorice.
Licorice? Zero.
I tried to prank you.
Okay, you wanted to see if I give you a real mark?
Yeah, see if like you're doing
Being honest. I'm being honest. Okay. Shut the door. Shut the door. Because she's like, oh, you're only giving me a 10 out of 10 because I'm your daughter. She's making Play-Dohs and then getting me to rate them.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh. Okay, it's good. Okay, so you want to know how I'm feeling with my comeback of just like everything? Like,
Well,
because
okay,
it's been
so
quiet. Yeah.
yeah, because and
So, okay, so I
well, it's
guess I
not
know.
because you've been quiet, but it's because you've been going through things, because that made you quiet. you know,
Yeah.
kind
So
of.
in the quietness too, though, like let's talk about the successes that have happened before, like the car being gone and everything. Like I had just started at the shelter, so I was working, in a community and enjoying myself and giving into the community and not just like, stuck in my bubble that I've been in since 2020, like where I did work at Guess, remember when we first met, and that was awesome because I was like meeting people. But then working at the shelter, I also felt like I was able to gain some experience in my, like, not only what I have a passion for, but also in what I was taught in school, like, using a little bit of that to be brought into what could have been brought in. But I only got a few shifts before the car situation happened. But in that being said, like I still, in right now, how I'm feeling is that job is still there as soon as I get a car. The car is coming, so I feel like that's there. And now where I'm feeling since, let's just even say 2 weeks ago when we did the first live, when we were just chatting, it was like, you know, that was like a shift in me beginning where it's like, okay, the quietness happened, but that was like a reset mode. And now there's full reset mode because there was also quietness and outside, but I'm ready to start like getting live again and like sharing, how we were before and just like being authentic and, having these conversations and just being real with the experiences that have gone on. And oh, I just took the whole entire elastic out of the beads. Um, but I feel excited. My thing that I'm working on right now, I just started a new program with my friend Coriel, or cause online. And I realized that one thing that I've been holding on to, because I've worked through a lot of stuff, like, the first big affirmative thing that took place for me was like reminding myself that I am enough, and now knowing I am enough, where before I didn't know even those words or those affirmations or anything like that. But that was a big chunk in my healing journey, is realizing I am enough. So another one that I realized is rejection, the fear of rejection. So that is something deep rooted in me that I've been holding on to without even realizing it. In the meditation today, I realized that this is right straight rooted from pregnancy, like my
Oh,
mom being a teen mom, like
you
it
did
was
a meditation today?
yeah. And in that meditation, that came up. Like it was like,
Oh,
okay,
in the
that's what.
meditation that I did this morning?
No,
No.
with my
Oh,
friend
okay.
Coriel. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm sorry. Now I'm on the same page.
yeah, so like it was right before this. So I had a 3 hour meeting before this. So in that meeting of there's a group of us, I realized that that's a piece. Like the fear of rejection is a hold it back when I don't even realize it. Like how we were talking the other day about even just within attraction towards me, like a unemotional, available man. That's part deep rooted in that is the fear of rejection. So I'm attracting these unemotional men because it's like I'm not giving my all, like, I don't know, like it's just all connected, right? So that's what I'm about to, like, this is a realization I have now, and this is where I'm at in like growth. Like I know that that is something that's been holding me back, like applying, putting, like when it comes even to writing a cover letter, okay? It's so hard for me. It's so hard. Well, the deep rooted thing in that is the fear of rejection, getting over that fear of rejection and realizing that pain body is something I wasn't even aware of. Now, when I go write that cover letter, I think is a turning point, like, in everything and anything, like to just be like, okay, wait, that's that fear of rejection trying to stop you from sitting there taking 10 minutes to write something. Instead, you're going here, 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 doing this, 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 and this, instead of just focusing and writing, things like that. Like, okay, really good jobs came up, but they're still in my saved folder because I have to do the perfect cover letter for those ones, right? That's what my brain is saying. But then it's that fear of rejection that is deep rooted that I've realized. And it was a big awakening for me today to
Right.
really realize that that's deeply even rooted, right? Not just childhood, like that I'm aware of, but even straight into pregnancy, being a teen mom, you know, and then all the things that came, because there's a lot of stuff that I know each year of my life, like, and then I can remember deeply to kindergarten, 4 years old. Other ones I don't remember, but I have memories to four. So even lower and below, it's like, wow, like to know that, it's just like, I think it's really powerful. Like it's a powerful thing for the next part, you know, like just keep on growing.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is, you open up something from your preteenhood or
Even
teenagehood, or
before.
you
Yeah.
know, and when yeah, Peter, I had to also stop worrying about being rejected. I had to stop. See, rejection is a future thing.
Hmm.
It's a thing that our egoic self jettons us into the future and says, well, you're going to be if you write it, it'll put you in the future of saying, well, I'm going to be rejected anyway, so I'm not even going to do it. It
Yeah.
automatic,
And
so
takes us out of the now moments, right? So like
right.
even you saying that right there is just another like confirmation. If I'm really being in a now moment, like I'm practicing, then the fear of rejection needs to like knowing that part is holding me back from being in now moments, I think is really good too, because it's like you just said it perfectly. Like
Mhm.
if we're fear of rejection, well, we're thinking the future instead of in the now.
Right. But and the thing is, it's it's not a right or a wrong. It
Yeah.
really isn't. And
Yeah.
once I started looking at, okay, it's not a right or a wrong. I'm not going to judge myself about it, but I'm going to see it. And when I
Hmm.
put it in front of me, whatever that story was that caused me to see rejection or judgment as the future outcome, I'm not going to let it hinder me anymore. Yes, it's going to be a work to feel it, you know,
Hmm.
to feel it and to deal with it in the emotional part of my body, but it's going to have to it's part of the surrender, it's part of the growth and the not just, it's an exchange of energy, not just the transformation of energy, not just the alchemization of energy. It's that period of energy in between where the energy is exchanging each other, passing each other by and saying, okay, one is saying goodbye, and another energy of trust in myself, or feeling that I'm worthy. I got
Yes.
this,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah. For real. Like, and then it made me think too today, like the I'm enough parts. Like, I already know that, but then it's even deeper than I'm enough. It was like understanding why I didn't ever think I was enough. Part of that is that fear of rejection in all
Right.
aspects of life.
Okay.
And it was
And
like without even knowing it, because it's not like I sat there and thought about that when I make an application. Never thought
mhm,
about that. But
right,
now to know that that is something I had been carrying, it's like,
right.
okay, I think it's like today's like the, the super moon or the blood moon, and it's the eclipse and everything. And then September 9th is like a big shifting change. And I read that today, like another person that I know actually in person. Um, Sister in like spirituality and helped me through like a lot, like in person, like put her hands on me and like it shifted everything. Then all you guys came in my life. She looked at me, she said, crystal light is going, I never heard of this. I never heard of the 144. I never heard of anything of like any of this. She said to me, this is going to happen. And then I got home, went on those lives, and then all of a sudden, all my people, all my circle of people started coming in. She took my arms and she said, like, she just held it. And then she said that, like, that pain I was feeling from my mom wasn't going to
Mhm.
feel that same. And it really was. It, like, helped me And then that's when I started realizing DNA. Like I started realizing these kind of molecule feelings and things like that. It was like a huge shift. So anyway, I read something today.
Daniel left the dog out.
Okay, can you please let me finish talking? It's okay. She's allowed out.
Left
Oh, outside.
about any.
Okay, well, you go tell Romeo, not me. Shut the door, please. But for real, leave me alone for 20 minutes, okay? I know, but now I'm saying leave me alone because you're coming in every 5 seconds. Okay, for real. Because I was like, you can bother me here because it's not like a meeting, it's just a live. And now she's coming in, like taking advantage of it. But yeah, so like a shift 999 is a 9-year cycle. And then rewinding it to 2016, that was huge for me. That was like when I saw the 2016, it's like, wow. And then, like, you know how I said with the bankruptcy and all this stuff happening, and then it being here right now, and then realizing this fear of rejection, it's like that last piece or this full shift. Like, I really feel it. Like, I really, really, really feel it. I feel excited again. So that's like part of like that quietness going away. And like back to the question, it's like, I feel excited about things again. I feel excited of getting into, and like we were talking, it's like I need to be consistent with like, you know, all the tools and gifts I do have, and like, you know, the routine of what I need it to be. Freedom, yes, and freedom would be here, is here. It's in action. It's just like realizing these things. And then when I get rid of that fear of rejection, the freedom really in all aspects, financially too, because like even just talking, you know, like I said that before when lives first started happening and I get on it, is that it was a fear back then too, like that of a rejection of people like being like, oh, you know, what does she have to say? Like she's not, nothing she has to say is like valuable and things like that, right? So it's like, yeah, it's cool. It's like it's a cool knowing. It's a cool, yeah, I like it. I
And
like
Peter,
this
I
feeling.
did see your request to come in. I just wanted to wait until she finished talking because I want to ask her if, because it's both of our energies on this live. It's soul conversation with Sandee and Casey. So I want to make sure that it's okay that I bring you in and we're both in alignment with it.
Yeah, of course. I'm cool
Okay.
with it.
All right. So, um, as Peter comes in, you might hear a pause, guys. But so we are here asking each other questions. Hi, Peter.
Hi.
We need to see more of your face, Peter. Okay.
Put the lights on.
Okay. Yeah. So you have your jewelry, and the divine got me to. It's now 10 almost. It's 9:56 a.m. on the West Coast, and I've done a lot this morning. So
Me too. I feel good. I feel like
I
I
feel
got a lot
good. Yeah.
done.
Yeah, I feel really good. So uh, I've decided for myself that I'm going to work on my Canva and start, instead of doing things what I consider half-assed,
Yeah.
right? I'm going to start using the tools
Doing
that I
full ass.
actually, yeah, you know, and
I know.
and not be scared of it, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Me too.
I mean, yeah,
Even with
yeah.
social media, like that thing's happened to me too. It's like, you know, I'm like I have all these plans and then I just don't do it. And then it's like the deepest root of it all, now I get it, is this fear of rejection that I didn't even realize was present. So
Hmm.
again, I feel like
Right.
odd.
See, I think rejection is the universe's way. Either one, saying you're not ready, or two, you were too good for them people that rejected you.
Yes. Yeah, I
I
agree.
think for me, I think it's the latter, because I don't believe that the universe tells us anything. I believe that the universe or the energy of the universe is taking its guidance or its request from us, and what we put out, the in the cause, we're putting out the cause. The universe says, okay, I got to mirror it, and then it mirrors it back to us. And that part of us that is the karmic reaction says, the Dharma to it says, what do you want to do with this? It gives us that moment of, okay, I really don't want to be around these people. They're kind of showing their asses, right? Oh shoot, I just said a bad word, and she was
I have headphones.
Oh, you got headphones on?
Yeah. Okay.
You could go inside.
Yeah.
What do you rate it?
3.
A 3?
Yeah.
I made a 3D and everything.
Oh,
It's
17.
3D, see?
So
Yeah.
Peter, do you have any questions for us?
Shut the door.
Do you think it's...
Yeah. Shut the door, please.
It's a hard one because
7 out of 10.
I
Hello,
haven't really
Eleanor.
been.
There, Eleanor. No, is that correct? Eleanor Rollins just stop by.
That might be someone from me, but yeah, it's a weird one because I think, like you, Casey, I've been holding on to rejection and the fear of people saying no,
Yeah.
and it's like, how do you stop that? And do you know how you stop
Well, the
it is
awareness
not.
of knowing about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pardon?
Sorry for interrupting. I said
No,
the
no,
awareness of knowing about it, like us even just realizing it now is like, okay, wow, now I get that. So now I can put that at the forefront of like when I'm making, like when I'm doing things, like, cause that's how I shifted the I am enough. Like when I started, like, I just started reminding myself I was, and then doing that affirmation, and it really shifted. It really changed, like this. It really did. Like that was the start. Like it really was of
And
everything.
Yeah,
I've also
go ahead.
sorry, Sandra, I interrupted that.
No,
Oh.
that's okay. Go ahead.
I've also learned not to be scared of the word no,
Yes, that is
and
still a
that's
scary one for me. Yeah.
the thing. And like we're talking about rejection. I put a
Yeah.
piece of artwork in for the exhibition, and it got
Nice.
rejected.
Okay.
And I was a bit angry,
Yeah.
and I was going, "Oh, you know what? My artwork's better than theirs." Right? Blah blah blah. And then when I sat back and when I took time to think, I thought, well, you know what? It might be not good for their exhibition, but it'll be good for someone else's exhibition.
Exactly.
And I
Exactly.
thought positive.
Yeah. Because you know me, and in everything I always say there are infinite possibilities. What's one thing that somebody says isn't right for you? If somebody gives you a no, there is first, I'm learning. I don't know about anybody else, but what I'm learning is what in my energy do I have going on that attracted that no? Because
Yeah,
I had to put out some energy that the universe responded back from this individual, and a rejection, right? Especially when they don't give you an explanation of why they say no or reject it.
yeah,
Either you're going to do one thing, or either you're going to have the feelings of going, what the fuck, right? Or you're
Hmm.
going to you're going to have that that saying, what the fuck? And then you're going to say, they don't know they don't know artwork at all, blah, blah, and the blah. You're going to have that feeling. You're entitled to have that feeling. Or you're, through learning, at least for me, to ask embodying questions so that I avoid that energy, or what I consider that negative energy, because I don't want the universe to keep playing on that. I just say, okay, what about me, or what about the energy of my paintings, my books, my live, my music choices, or whatever, right? And I still, what helped me learn that is doing lives, and doing lives on video, and trying to get them downloaded into Instagram, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
doing a 30-minute live on my phone, and then taking that live from my phone and downloading it to Instagram. This was my very first lesson. And why it wasn't downloading. What does Instagram have against me? It was 30 minutes. And why, I thought I chose some music that was right. Why didn't it download? Right?
yeah,
But that's the energy. The first thing is, oh, I'm not savvy enough, right? I did have
yeah,
that attitude. I don't know enough.
Mm.
yeah.
I'm not a
And
good artist, right?
I think as well, what I've learned is, okay, people are entitled to their opinions. People are entitled to reject whatever. But it doesn't mean that it's rubbish or bad. It just means maybe it didn't fit in, or maybe they didn't like it, or maybe. But at the end of the day, I go away feeling positive that I actually done the process.
Right.
And that you've actually
And,
have art to be able to be rejected, like that's pretty cool that you make art.
and Casey, this is what I'm saying. Now I've changed my own creative outlet.
Yeah.
And doing poetry and doing open mics has been the biggest learning experience. And I think like rejection, it's good to have, because, and the reason why I say this is because it's good for your self-development
Yeah.
Yeah,
as a person.
I
Because
agree.
you can go on saying, oh, I wasn't good enough for them, I wasn't good enough for them, but you're putting that energy out there, where you should be saying, I wasn't good for them, but I'm going to be good for someone else.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's how you combat the fear of rejection.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sandra, I took over a bit there.
No, well, you're part of the live, so you didn't take over. You were asked a question and you gave us the answer. So I don't receive your sorry at all. Okay?
Okay, then.
I receive your answer. Thank you so much for um because I feel for me, I can't talk about anybody else, but I feel for me that when I was small in classes, the one thing that stood out to me is, like, we would have to do these book reports, or sometimes whatever the report was, we would have to stand in front of the class, and we would have these what do you call them, the little index cards that we could
Yeah.
write our kind of like our cheat things that help us, but the main thing was that you had to have everything memorized. whether it
Mm-hmm.
was a poem or whether it was your story or your book report, everything had to be memorized. And the teacher was sitting in the back of the room, very judgmental, taking off
Yes.
points for every time you looked at your cards.
This
So
is my
I
experience
became,
too. Go out there, please. That's very cute. Sorry, I'll put myself on mute.
uh-huh. So I would feel very, I would feel, because the teacher was doing this, I felt I'm not worthy,
Subconscious.
but yeah, self-conscious. I'm not worthy. I can't do this. Um, um, that whole kind of thing. And as I and that became the story and it was, what do you call it? It was kind of like on a it would keep replaying all through school, elementary school, junior high school, even to the point where I got to college. Even and I think even in when I was doing the acting,
Mm-hmm.
the reason why I didn't like the auditioning process of acting was they would give you 12 pages of dialogue and they wanted you to memorize it and also embody it and also do these things, that kind of thing. So you're embodying somebody else's writing who you might not even be it might not even be hitting you the same way it hit the person as they wrote it, right? So, but the main thing is this underlined thing that happened at school. uh, I carried it with me into
Until you
adulthood.
until you realized, right?
And yeah,
So it's funny because I think we might have talked about this before, but that was for me. I didn't realize that that was something that was affecting me in my life until one of our conversations like this, whether it was, I'm pretty sure it was with you on a live, or maybe it was Corey or someone around those days, right?
right.
But I remember like I was afraid of like even coming live, and then all every time I had to do a presentation at school, anything like that, even in university, I was like terrified. I was so scared. And then when we had the conversation, I realized I remember being in like grade 4 around that time. I had to do the cue cards. I did not know about plagiarism. I didn't know anything. I was so excited. I thought we just had to like find the information. I took the information out of the book, wrote it on the cue cards, and just read it out loud. And then the teacher started reading it out loud with me the same time I was reading it. And she fully shamed me for doing that. Like I was in grade 4. My parents didn't help me do or teach me what plagiarism was or anything like that. So I wasn't doing it to like be bad. I thought I was doing a good job. And then forever, I was so scared of anytime I had to do a presentation or anytime I had to write something, because I was like overly scared that I was gonna plagiarize. But yeah, until I knew that, like it's still like because I know that, I think presentations will be easier in the future. But like even to that last year in 2021, when I was doing presentations, I would be nervous, not as nervous as before, but like
Yeah.
scared to talk.
You know what helps me now is especially doing this on my YouTube, my Soul Awakening podcast series, where I'm teaching about the universal laws and stuff.
Yeah.
And two things helped me. First, I sat down, I, did the work and checked things out and, got information. I wrote it down the way I would say it,
Hmm.
right? And then I went to what everybody is saying, oh, chat GPT, it's awful and it's AI. But I took my words and put it in and asked chat GPT, could you clean it up so that,
Yeah.
right? And then what I did was I said, I'm going to read when I need to read. I'm not, because I notice when I read my words, or even the cleanup of Chat GPT's words with mine, I'm not going and stumbling and saying words twice and whatnot. I feel, and then I get into a flow of me, and I can get going,
Yeah.
right? But everybody's, like, everybody's doing their own thing. Like, some people have in their phone, you can't do it on Instagram or on YouTube, but if you're filming yourself on your own phone with your own video, you can have a teleprompter
Yeah,
app.
I saw that. Yeah.
You can use that. And that's what a lot of people are doing, what makes them feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I found with this new journey I'm on, I'm doing a lot of open mics, which when I done my first one was scary because in the back of my mind I had a little bit of self-doubt.
Mhm.
And I was like, well, is this good enough? Is this going to be good enough? Is
Hmm.
this? And I spoke to me other poetry mate, and I said, how do you know if a poem's good? And he said, how you'll know is when people come up to you after you've read it and said that was a brilliant poem. Just, and I was never confident of public speaking or getting up on the mic, but
Mhm.
now I feel that like something's took over me. It's proper like
Nice.
mad. It's because now, like every time I do poems, like I had this lad, and I done a poem about autistic meltdowns,
Yeah.
and I read it, and I just didn't think nothing of it as I come off. This lad stops and goes, "Hey mate," and I go, "Yeah." He goes, "That was brilliant, that." And I'm like, all right. He went, I filmed it, I hope you don't mind. And I sent it to my girlfriend, and she loved it. And then she went, do you know why we loved it? Is because I have an autistic son, and you hit a nail on the head of every point.
Oh,
And I was like, wow.
that's
And
so powerful.
like that fear of rejection,
Hmm.
even though I'm putting a poem out to people who were listening, you always have that fear that it wasn't good enough or that people are gonna like you said, it's rejection in a different way. And you have that fear that like people are gonna reject the poem or they're not gonna like it or that they're gonna feel like, but then when you get like a comment like that, it's like, wow, okay, that really resonated with people. And a lot of that's been happening lately because a lot of people say to me, your poetry is real. It's
It
not
is.
like,
Yeah.
Well, I think
because
it's
even,
also from within you. And
yeah,
I think what I've learned is that not everybody's I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's
yeah,
okay. I
I
can't
learned that off
be
you,
ri-
Sandra.
right. I cannot be over 8 billion people's cup of tea. I cannot uh, be the whole world's cup of tea. But
That'd be
to the
one big cup of
ones
tea,
that,
that.
huh?
That'd be one big cup of tea, that, wouldn't it?
It would be one big cup of beautiful sassy sandy tea. But the thing is that we're all, when we have a recall or an awakening, whatever you choose to call it, of why we're here, and the fact that we want to serve others, that I'm going to serve. I'm going to serve. I'm going to set an intention to serve others. And those who are vibrating to wanting to be served will show up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think as well that, like, for me now, I've found this new journey I'm on, and I'm actually loving the responses that I get. Ooh, calm. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Right.
And freedom was the other one you pulled.
Right, and freedom, calm, and just, I think, wow, if you really think about it, being calm, I'm learning to be a lot more calmer. You know, I may not
So,
show
Me too.
that
In
I'm
life.
not calm. When I get on these lives, I do show calm. I do show,
Yeah.
because most of the time it's the divine that I've opened up and allowed the divine to uh, teleport me into the dialogue that the divine wants to use. But right before I go on a live, sometimes I'm going, or is anybody going to show up? Am I coming on the live at the right time? Am I, after I do the live, am I using the right hashtags to get other people that I want to serve so that they'll show up?
The overthinking, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
that goes into, I think, I don't want to say this sounding like the way it sounds, but you're like everyone's a perfectionist in their own way.
Well, I'm a
Yeah.
Gemini. Yes, I am so
And
the Gemini.
every
Perfection. If you think about some of those qualities that they say about Geminis, not only are we talkers, but we're not going to release anything until we believe it's perfect. And
I'm a I'm a Scorpio.
ah, Scorpios my mother was a Scorpio. Scorpios will be will be blunt with you.
Oh, I
They'll,
am.
huh?
Oh, I am. I'm
Yeah.
very blunt.
But I noticed that my mother has like some different rising in her, because she can be, depending on people who she's interacting with, she can be very blunt and to the point. And then there are others that she has this woven in understanding, and what is that? Emotional, unconditional love that flows. So the love flows around the bluntness. So
Yeah, I
so
have that.
I don't know her birth chart. That's not something I know.
So I think, like, I was talking to some girl who's a poet, and I said, me and you are always angry, aren't we, when we write our poetry? I said, you know what, me and you should team together and call ourselves the Angry Poets.
Oh, that's good.
What did she
We
say?
were just, she just started laughing.
Mm, yeah.
But I think as well, for me, this has been brilliant. I've only been doing it for 6 months, now the open mics and stuff,
Hmm.
but it's getting well received. And I'm actually, to be honest, I'm actually quite scared of what will happen.
It's scared
Scared
in a
of
good way.
success.
Yeah, that's it, Casey. Yeah, it's scared of being successful in something that I was never really a
Oh, Dead
writer.
Poets Society is in here. I think you know them.
Of the dead poets that, yeah, I think I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see
They
any
just came in.
comments.
You can't see the comments, but that's why I'm telling you.
Yeah. But I feel I'm at this stage with the poetry now where I feel comfortable, and I
Hmm.
feel it's therapy
Right.
for me,
Mm.
because I'm talking about my personal journey.
Hmm. Yeah.
I, I'm not scared of rejection now because I've learned to say, well, okay, they didn't like it, but someone else will. And that's what
Yeah,
you've got to say to
yeah, so
yourself
like
all the
so
time.
So the realization for me is it's not an awareness of rejection, because like on the surface, like rejection, I've got to this point of healing where I'm like you have said, like, well, if I'm rejected like in a person way, okay, it's a blessing in disguise, because rejection is protection within certain aspects of life, right? So the things I've tried, that's stuff that I have, I've come to that realization: rejection is protection. But then what I realized today is there's a deeper a fear of rejection that's deeper inside me that is stopping me from doing things that I didn't even realize, right? So now I realize. So when I'm sitting there going to write something, I'll be like, okay, no, you're stopping yourself because of that. And that, like, the pain body
Hello.
term. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
How
Hey.
are
So
Hey,
you? If you want to
the
come in, come on in.
So what I've learned as well, Casey, is when I write, for example, I don't edit.
You don't edit?
I don't
I
edit.
I know.
If
I'm sorry. Guys, hold on a second. Um uh she just released her song on TikTok.
nice. Thank you
If
for
you
the
want to
follow,
come
Dead Poet.
in and share with us, hit the request button. I'm freaking excited. I heard a little bit of it. I'm so
I
excited.
heard the clip too. It was beautiful.
oh, I haven't.
Oh,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was. I heard her sing like on a reel, I think it was. I saw on Instagram, like it was on my newsfeed.
I'm going to invite her in. Okay?
Okay.
Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your live. How are we, Casey? I've still got the bat. I always wear
I'm gonna
this.
pee myself.
I've still got me.
Hi.
You're gonna pee in yourself.
Awesome.
Don't
I'm
pee in
glad you're wearing
yourself.
it. Hi, Shauna.
I'm gonna pee myself.
So
I made a
exciting.
I made a video for it. I can't remember the name of the app that I use, but whatever. I paid some money to make the video because I don't know how to make my own videos. I'm not that good when it comes to technology. In
We
the
were,
past,
and this
sorry.
is conversation. You fall right in here with our
Yeah.
conversations
Oh,
of
perfect.
the I'm not good enough to do this, or I'm not, that whole kind of thing. Because I'm
Okay.
at the same crossroads right now. Because I finished my book. I do have information about to how to get my book cover, and information about how to eventually get it to Amazon. But I got stuck in that, saying I'm not this is not my area of expertise.
I
And
have a
that's
friend who can help you out, she's marketing her books already on Amazon. I have a friend
Oh,
who can help you out. So, and she's already got her stuff up and on Amazon. She just released a series of books that she's an amazing writer. She's very, very talented. She had a couple of books already, but she just released some just, I think, this last week that she wrote. She wrote a series of really beautiful books. I think one of the Wisdom of the Earth is they're just amazing books. One is a series of books. It's a fantasy series, but it's so amazing. And
right.
she can help you out with it. But
So
yeah, no, with
we
my
got a
songwriting,
poet here. We got a poet
that's
here.
awesome.
We got a light language song artist here. We got
So beautiful.
a family what is it?
Mediator.
Mediator here.
you're
And
amazing.
I'm going to tell you guys, I'm so proud of you.
Thank
I
you.
am like to the moon and back proud of you.
What?
Okay?
I
10.
want to pee
Shut
myself.
the door, please.
I was away from writing and singing for so long. And as I've worked through my addiction issues, the writing has come back for me. So I was really stuck because I felt stuck because I didn't know how to work Band Lab. I didn't know how I was going to get my songwriting back up and running. And somebody introduced me to Suno, which is an AI song making app. So you can either have the app make a song for you completely, or you can go in as a songwriter, put your lyrics in, and write the mood of the song, what it is that you want for the song. They have a descriptive area, and then it creates some samples of the song written or sung by various, like just random voices. So this is the song that I released is not me singing. I'm showcasing my songwriting right now. So eventually what I want to do is learn the app well enough that I'm going to be able to use my voice for my songs so that they'll be completely my own. But for now, I wasn't able to do that for now. So for now, I just felt like I don't want to be stuck just because I don't know how to do something. I want to be active and do something. So this helped me at least get the songs created. And then I learned a little bit more about how to make videos. And I made my very first video today for the song She's Singing Again. And I released it on TikTok. I decided that was the first. The first one I created was I Am the Muse, and I wanted to release that one first. But this one, it spoke to me, and like She's Singing Again just speaks to my heart and my soul. And I feel like it'll speak to a lot of people the way that when we're awakening and we're coming back home to ourselves, which is another song I wrote and I'm releasing called I've Come Home to Myself. And it's just going to be very uplifting music, like conscious music, you know.
And you're having a reunion with the wholeness of you.
Oh, for sure.
And
like
we're
this
all
is
having a reunion right now.
This is like this is what I realized that this is what I was meant to do. Like this is part of my purpose is my singing and my songwriting. But I found out even more than that I'm a flame singer. So what does that mean? That means that I'm from the Draconar lineage, and we create through our voices, through the flame, through the flame. And I just I'm all over the place right now, so you have to forgive me.
Well,
so
first
excited.
off, there's nothing to forgive. Be all over the place. You know?
You're excited.
Yeah. Okay. And so, Peter, you were saying about you were saying almost the same thing, that your poetry comes from within you. You feel good about that because it's your poetry is your way of grounding yourself, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And I think I feel I'm at a stage now where I can express myself through the words I write. And when I've done like open mics and I've performed the poetry, people have come up to me and said, I love that poem. I love that. And I'm like, in my head, I can't take praise. I think, why did they like the poem? Why did they? I'm in a bit of like self-sabotage. And I'm like, oh my God.
Can
And
I
then
tell you
realized,
why they like your poetry? Can I tell you why? Because they resonate with what it is that you're expressing through the poetry, like the way that your soul feels when you're writing. They can feel that. It's no different than when you're listening to music and the words pull you in. It's that they resonate with your experience. So it's therapy when you're writing it, because it's therapeutic for those who read and listen to it, right? It's therapy on both sides. It's healing both ways. Like it's healing for you to write, it's healing for people to read it. you know, so yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Could I
gift that
read
keeps
the
on
poem?
giving. Right?
Could I read the poem?
Yes, please do.
Yeah.
Right. So I had this very vivid dream about talking to angels, and it was very like scary. And when I woke up, I thought I've got to write this poem. So this poem's called "I'm Scared." If I ever had my time at the pearly gates, I'd ask the angels, "Have you ever been scared?" Yes, we're scared of what's down there. I would tell them what I'm scared of. I'm scared of that I don't live up to the modern standards of what a man should be. I'm scared that if I show my vulnerable side, people will take the piss. I'm scared that if I raise my voice, I'm seen to be an angry male. I'm scared to have feelings in this modern day society. I'm scared of the dark thoughts I have in my head. I'm scared of being alone. I'm scared of being different and not fitting in this world. I'm I'm just scared. The angel said, "Go back down there. It's not your time. Enjoy your life and remember it's okay to be scared."
Wow,
What
that's
do you
deep.
think?
Wow.
That's
I
deep.
love it.
Yeah. And
I
then
love it.
also, and then I wrote one called Beauty, if I can find that. If you don't mind me reading another one,
No,
right?
go ahead.
So
I mean,
I read,
Casey, how do you feel?
Yeah, of
Because
course.
it's Sandy and Casey.
Of course.
yeah, that's why I'm asking first.
Okay. So,
So I wrote this poem because one of the events I go to, we're doing a night around women's domestic abuse. And the girl who runs the poetry said to all the fellas, to all the men, I want you to write a poem. And I was the only man who wrote a poem, but I got one of the girls to, I wrote this one for particularly one of the girls to read. So I'm going to read this one. This is called Beauty.
mhm.
I see beauty in everything, but when I look at a woman, I see more than beauty. I see a woman who brings life into the world, shows compassion for others, guides their children through their good times and bads. They're a needle and thread that pull everything together when things are becoming frayed. They're a mother, a partner, or a father and a friend. They're a queen sitting on a throne. I see love and compassion and a caring side. Men, remember, a woman is not a sexual object that you think you can touch. Just remember, a woman is all of the above.
Oh, I feel that right in my heart.
Yeah, me too. That's so sweet.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. I definitely feel that.
And
I hope, Peter, that you are making sure that all of your poems are have been right
Royalty?
protected.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because these are
they're all
really good.
documented in them books.
yeah,
I wrote
right.
one this I wrote one this afternoon called "Wave the Flag for Me,"
Mhm.
and it was about just celebrating me as a person or in that. But I'm not going to read that one because I've done two.
Okay.
But thank you for letting me read.
Oh, you're welcome. You're so welcome. I am, if I can find it easily and effortlessly, I will. Hold on a second. I'm just trying. Okay, I will share maybe a paragraph out of my book. But
Yeah,
first, I want, I cannot have Shauna on. And I
without the
hope
song.
without the light language
Oh, okay.
You'd
to
like me to do some
share,
light language?
yes, light language energy.
Uh,
And I want to open us up to this light language energy, and I will also close the energy exchange. And when I close the energy exchange, everybody take their energy back for your highest and greatest good. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm about to cry because I feel her. I feel her already. I thank her for her presence here right now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So just take some deep breaths, center yourself, set the intention to receive the energy, all right, and just breathe into your heart space. Namu Weamaheyu Asanai Hamea Nau Eame Heu Neasa Ameu Shau Nehi Seamiu Naemi Ami Neu Heame Neu Seama Namei Neudi Shaume Ne Namur Isir Hisar Gerwir im Marud Jasib Hibwar Ud Nasir Izar Jasud im Madur Yasid Ibwir im Amud Hisar Gesid Ur Wad Amud. There you go. Come on
Thank
back now.
you.
Oh, wow.
We don't hear you,
You're on
Sandra.
mute, my love.
Sorry. Whenever you do your light language, I always have to do
It
this,
clears.
right? And so take what energy resonates. The rest of the energy, I close it with 10845, 10845, 10845. Okay? We aren't forcing anyone who's coming in to take in energy that they're not sure of, that this is the first time they've ever heard it. Growth and evolution happen the more you hear light language, the more you're present with it, or the more that you ask your higher being to explain it to you, the more you sit at the seat of your soul in the presence of it. So here's the paragraph that I'm going to read from my book. I've been on a long journey where life's weight led me towards a deeper spiritual path. I have come to realize that each person's trauma is uniquely their own. Too often professionals, whether psychiatrists or psychologists or therapists, or even your shadow workers or shamans, attempt to categorize trauma, which only serves to separate us from the greater whole existence. The idea that one's trauma is more profound or painful than another's is misguided. We each walk our own path, and no experience is more or less sacred than another. I realize that trauma in its truest sense is the energy of moments in our lives where we are made or given choices that don't align with us, for our highest and greatest good. These experiences are the moments, the situations that didn't unfold the way we hoped or imagined. Trauma is energy we've chosen to suppress, but we chose it. Emotions that we decided to avoid, but we avoided it. I used to be afraid of so many things because I was always looking to the future of the problematic. But in embracing my emotions, allowing them to flow, I knew, or I felt, that I had my power back and that it was transforming. Through surrender and release, I learned to heal, to rewrite my stories, and move forward towards my greatest self. Becoming authentic, I realize, starts with you. So it had to start with me. It will always start and end with you, with your story of you. I finally understand that with my story of me, knowing who I truly am, who I was before I came into this existence, and who I am now, and that who I am in a past moment will not be who I am in a present moment. There may be many questions that you have. There may be many questions that you have begun to ask yourself. Remember or recall that your soul is present for every question and ready to give you an answer, just as it's ready for you to tell it how you feel. Whew. It's
Beautiful.
Wow.
I will.
Hi, DJ Soul. It's as I read that, there's some tweaks, but like I said,
I
how
could
did
feel
that
the
make you
emotion.
feel?
I could feel the emotion in your voice.
And I feel it's just like a perfect excerpt for what we were talking about today.
Yes, like yeah, I totally related to everything that you were saying too.
Right?
I love that you got brave enough to do this and that you're ready to release this to everybody. Now, here's what I want to say to you, Sandra. When it comes to tweaking, what is perfect? Don't overanalyze things like they need to be perfect. I experience this when I'm doing my songwriting and when I'm creating my songs. I'm like, oh, it's just not good enough yet. And I'll go back and I'll rewrite it. And next thing you know, it's a jumbled mess because I've I've been mucking with it too much, right?
Right.
So don't muck with it and don't overthink it. Just allow what's come out to be good enough, you know? Allow it to be good enough because it is good enough. And it doesn't need to be tweaked, I don't feel.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
that was very beautiful in the way
Thank you.
you
Thank
read
you.
it, and I could feel the emotion in your voice
Yeah.
when you were
Yes, you can feel
reading
the
that.
emotion of your experience in what you're
Yeah,
When
saying.
you read
And
it,
I
yeah.
love that. I love
Okay.
yeah,
that.
The one thing that I want to share with you guys after that paragraph, I ask a question to the reader. Are you ready? If you are, then here's some questions, some embodying questions that you can deep dive in. What does peace look like for you? What does love look like for you? What does joy look like for you? What does wisdom look like for you? What does harmony look and feel like for you? If you need self-discipline, have you described it to the universe? What does responsibility look like to you and for you? What does self-awareness look like to and for you? You get to answer all these questions,
I
or
love
not
that.
answer them. You get to
I,
ask them.
Mm-hmm.
and I love how you do that in your book because especially someone who's new, right? Like that's going to have them thinking, and anyone who's experienced it has them thinking too. So it's a
Yeah.
really good way, like having a book like that. I love that.
yeah.
These are,
I
yeah.
I think asking them questions in the first chapter of the book.
Oh, this this is I just scrolled until the divine told me to stop. So this isn't the first chapter.
Yeah, but I feel them questions could go on throughout the book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe they do. I have
Yeah,
sets of questions, and there's sets of questions that I've asked myself. So it's a very revealing book without the drama of it.
I love the
You
way that you're asking questions because you're getting the reader to really dig within themselves and discover new things about themselves that they may not otherwise have discovered because they haven't asked themselves these questions.
questions, yeah.
So
Thank
yeah,
you.
I love that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my
I
goodness, my
just wanted
goodness.
to see if you guys wanted to hear the I've come home to myself. Actually, maybe I'll
Yes,
just tell you the
please.
Yes,
lyrics
please.
and unless you want to hear the song, I don't know how well it'll play from the computer to hear, but
Try.
okay, we'll see.
Yeah. You won't know until you try it. And then turn the volume all the way up.
Okay. I searched in faces far away, in echoes ocean shifting tide. But all the roads they led me to where my soul could see clear. I chased reflections in the flame, believing light would come my way. Now I hear it from within, whisper softly beneath my skin. I found my
home to myself. I kiss the shadows I once feared, and held the child who disappeared. I sang her name, I cried, until she bloomed beneath my sky. No words are needed now, only the sound of flame returning. And while you saw higher shine, you did I am the one you waited for. The open heart, the sacred door. No longer slave, no longer true. I found my flame, and it is true. I never needed anything else. I've come home to myself. I've come home to
That's the newest one.
So beautiful.
Thank
So
you.
beautiful.
Thank you.
So
love it.
beautiful. And it inspired those cards that I was pulling. Thank you so much. Guys, I'm gonna pull a Casey. My phone is about to die. And I've been trying to plug it in, but the way I've got it set up, it's not going to stand up with the
With the
plug.
charger in it, yeah.
Yeah, with the charger in it. So
I just want to
Thank
show
you
my
so much for
creation.
letting me share this, though. Oh, look at that. You're creating jewelry, aren't you?
Yeah,
yeah,
this is
that's what all the
the
rattling was.
this is the
Oh, I
new one.
love
I always
that.
wear mine, Casey.
I need some of that.
I always
This
have
is
mine
today's.
on.
I'm glad you still wear it. But this I just created on the rest are just repeats, but this is the newest creation.
Oh, beautiful.
I want that one. Can you put it aside for me?
Yes, I can for
Yeah.
sure. Just send me
Okay.
your address. Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Okay, so basically, I would like to thank everybody who showed up in the comments, who shared energy with us, who shared our great news, our happy stories, and or who are there. You're on a journey, and like Shauna said, there is no perfect.
Nope.
There's no perfect. The divine doesn't see that this journey has to be perfection. Though us human beings being in this third density, in this what we consider the mucky muck, we're supposed to be here. And it's supposed to be mucky,
Yep.
right? Because then we get to learn something.
That's where
We
the
get
growth happens, is in the
right.
muck.
Yes, that's where the growth happens. in the muck and the mire. We get to be in the lower polarities, and then we go, oh, where can I go from here? And then you can go, oh, maybe I've been down so long. Maybe I just need to. How do I get to happy? And then you learn how to define what your feeling is about happiness. What would happiness feel like to me? And you get to like dive in and go, well, how about if I try it for, a day? Just go with the flow and just be happy. Even if negative things happen, I'm going to find something to be happy about. And life is trial and error. Take it from a Gemini who thinks who thought everything needed to be perfect. So I'm closing by saying, be the authentic you. Take a chance on you. It can't happen without you. Life is waiting to happen, but if you're not present with it, then it's going to give you the next best thing. Whatever you're vibrating, if it's negativity, it's going to give it to you. So bring you to the forefront of your authentic moment and just take a chance. Right?
If you're a hot mess, then you're a hot mess.
And so be it.
Right. So anybody else got something brief to say as we close out? I don't want my phone to die, and it's
Thank you
right.
so much for letting me on, like usual. I love being with myself, fam.
And for me, I look forward to continuing to be doing these regularly again with you, Mama Sandra.
Yes, my daughter from another mother, and I'm so happy that you came into my life. I'm so happy that all three of you have come into my life. Okay?
Me too.
I'm grateful for all of you as well.
Right.
I am.
And then I do know that we are supposed to do something on TikTok, Shauna. We just have to get together to do it. So
yeah, and I just wanted to thank all of you for sharing my happy moments with me. Like, thank you.
My pleasure.
I knew that you were going to be doing this, just like you knew I was going to be writing a book, and you also knew that my vocal talents, but the divine's vocal expertise in singing light language was going to start to come through. It happens, and I'm less pushing against it and more surrendering to it. So thank you so much,
it's just
Shauna.
about surrendering, really. I'm going to be. I wanted to share another happy thing. I'm opening up enrollment for my newest light language mentoring program that I'm rolling out this solstice. So I've just opened up enrollment for it. So if anybody's interested in it, but yeah, I got brave enough to say that, yeah, I feel confident enough that I could guide and mentor others in their light language, and sure, why not?
And sure, why not? Yeah, sure, why not? All right.
So yeah.
Is that all you wanted to say, Peter?
Yes. Besides, thank you to everybody. Yeah. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, and everyone, have a wonderful, beautiful now moment.
I love you guys so much.
Whether we're calling it Sunday, just have a beautiful now moment. One love.
Big love, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.